Hey, Magical Misfits. Welcome to week 3 of How to Beat the Winter Blues with Shawnicorn. This week we're talking about nourishment, not dieting. And I want to be really clear about something, because diets don't stick. Lifestyle changes do. When we frame food as a diet, it becomes a fad. When we frame food as nourishment, it becomes something we do because we care about ourselves. For a long time, I had a really complicated relationship with food. I used food to soothe myself, and I also used it to punish myself. I would tell myself things like, I'll eat once I'm done with this. Or I've been hungrier before, or I don't really deserve to eat yet. That's not discipline. That's depression talking. That's unhealed trauma talking. We are always deserving of nourishment exactly as we are, not where we think we should be. Nourishment, to me, means eating things that actually help my body function better. The more processed and junk food that I eat, the more sluggish, foggy, and disconnected I feel. When I eat food that actually fuels me, my brain works better, my mood stabilizes, and everything feels a little more manageable. So this isn't about eating perfectly. It's about making the best choice with what you have. If you're at a gas station and you're starving and your options are chips, candy, or a small sandwich or salad, choose the best option available to you. If you're at a restaurant and there are 3 things you'd enjoy, choose the one that will support your body the most. Not the one you should eat, just the best option within your real choices. Winter changes how our bodies need fuel. We're naturally more sedentary in winter. We crave heartier foods. Carbs aren't the enemy, they're fuel. Protein matters. Warm, grounding meals matter. I eat more carbs in the winter than I do in the warmer months, and that's normal. What matters is balance, not extremes. Too much or not enough of anything throws us off. So now I want to talk to you about the hunger scale, because this has changed everything for me. Think of hunger on a 0 to 10 scale. 0, you're running on empty. Check engine light is on. You're past hungry. You're starving. And your body is in survival mode. Hangry. At 2, you should already be eating. Waiting longer than that means that you're going to get irritable, foggy, emotional, and unable to make good decisions. At 5, you're neutral. You're not starving, yet your body is starting to signal that it will need fuel soon. And at 7.5, 8, you should be comfortably full. That's where you want to stop. And at 10, you're overstuffed. And just like being at 0, being at 10 makes it hard to think clearly. Both extremes, too hungry or too full, create brain fog. The goal is not empty. The goal is not stuffed. The goal is steady fuel. So a lot of people don't recognize hunger as hunger. Early hunger often shows up as difficulty focusing. You get headaches, irritability, restlessness, emotional flatness, zoning out, and sudden fatigue. If you start feeling those things and you haven't eaten in a while, eat something. It doesn't have to be a big full meal. If dinner is an hour away, eat a light snack. Have a handful of grapes, a few crackers, something to bridge that gap. Because if you wait until you're starving, you'll eat too fast, you'll overeat, and you're going to miss your body's fullness cues. So that's not good. It takes about 20 minutes for your stomach to signal to your brain that you're full. So slowing down matters. Even pausing for a moment before you eat matters. Whether you pray, express gratitude, or just take a breath, that pause helps your body to shift into rest and digest mode, where your nourishment can actually be absorbed. When we're stressed, rushed, or dissociated, cortisol interferes with our digestion and hunger signals, slowing us down. Slowing down is part of nourishment, and it also gets that spare tire. Now, I want you to reflect on a few things this week. First, what did you believe about food when you were depressed or undernourished? Second, how does hunger show up in your body before you realize you're hungry? Third, what changes when you eat earlier in the day and more consistently? Fourth, what does making the best choice with what you have look like in your real life? And finally, what's one small thing, what's one small change you could make this week that would help your body feel more supported? This week is not about perfection. It is going to never be about perfection here. Perfection doesn't exist. Anyway, it's about awareness. And just like week 1 and 2, this is something we're building on. Because when your body is nourished, everything else becomes easier to work with. So that's it for this week. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. And we'll keep building from here. So take care, Misfits. Keep doing the work. You're doing fabulous. I'm Shawnicorn of Shawnicorn Mind Shift Coaching. Wishing you a great week.